Welcome back, MVP Road Car family. Today we're diving into a ride that's been making waves long before it officially hits the streets. Yes, we're talking about the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo, a nameplate that refuses to stay in the past and is returning with a bold new attitude. So sit back, buckle up, and let's take a deep dive into what this modern muscle coupe is bringing to the table. Right off the bat, the exterior styling of the 2026 Monte Carlo demands attention. Chevy didn't just resurrect the badge, they reinvented it. The very first impression you get is presence. The front end comes armed with a wide, low-slung grille that stretches across the nose of the car, packed with sharp LED lighting elements that frame the face like a pair of fierce eyes. The daytime running lights sweep up and back, giving the front end an almost animalistic posture. The hood features sculpted contours, not just for looks but to improve aerodynamics and cooling, channeling air exactly where the engineering team wants it. You can immediately tell that the Monte Carlo is designed to be seen and heard. The profile of the car keeps the classic coupe DNA alive. The roofline drops smoothly toward the rear deck, maintaining that fastback silhouette. People loved about older models, but with a futuristic touch. The body is wrapped in aggressive lines, muscular fenders, a rising shoulder line, and subtle air channels carved behind the front wheels to reduce drag. Chevy's even giving buyers a palette of bold color options, with everything from deep metallic reds to stealthy matte blacks, making sure no two Monte Carlos feel the same. And depending on the trim you choose, you can get polished aluminum wheels or blacked-out performance wheels that fill the wheel wells with authority. Swing around to the rear, and things get even more interesting. The tail lights are a full-width LED strip that lights up with a pulse animation when you unlock the car. The spoiler sits cleanly integrated into the trunk lid on base trims, while performance trims get a more pronounced aero wing for downforce. Twin or quad exhaust outlets, depending on the engine option, sit inside sculpted cutouts, giving the back end an unmistakable growl even before the engine roars to life. The stance is wide, planted, and confident. This car looks like it's ready to race even while parked. Now stepping inside, the interior design takes a huge leap into modern luxury, mixed with racing DNA. Slide into the driver's seat, and the first thing you notice is the wraparound cockpit feel. Chevy has pushed the dashboard slightly toward the front, giving you more space without sacrificing the sporty layout. The digital instrument cluster stretches wide, wrapping around the steering wheel and presenting information like a futuristic command center. You get customizable displays, performance gauges, real-time G-forces, and even track timers depending on your trim. Everything feels crisp, fast, and responsive. The center console houses a large touchscreen that floats with a clean, frameless design. No more cluttered buttons. Everything integrates into a simple, intuitive layout. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, along with Chevy's latest voice assistant system. The materials are a clear upgrade from previous generations. Soft touch surfaces, contrast stitching, brushed aluminum accents, and optional carbon fiber trims for those who want a sport-first aesthetic. If you opt for the luxury package, you can even add suede inserts, premium leather seating, and ambient LED lighting that wraps around the cabin in your choice of colors. Seating comfort is another area Chevy clearly focused on. The front bucket seats are heavily bolstered, yet surprisingly comfortable for long drives. They're designed to keep you locked in during spirited driving without feeling restrictive. Rear seats exist, though like most coupes, they're more suited for kids, pets, or quick short-distance passengers. But it's good to see Chevy didn't completely abandon practicality. Storage has also improved, with a deeper center bin, convenient cup holders, and door pockets that can actually fit bottles. Let's talk performance, because that's what everyone really wants to know. The 2026 Monte Carlo isn't just about looks, it brings serious muscle. The base engine starts with a turbocharged 4-cylinder, pushing around the mid-200 horsepower range. It's fuel-efficient, responsive, and perfect for daily driving. Step up to the V6 and you're looking at a significant jump in power, likely hovering in the 350-400 horsepower territory. This engine offers a perfect balance of smooth highway cruising and quick acceleration when you punch the throttle. But the real star of the lineup is the performance V8. Chevy knows the Monte Carlo name carries a legacy. so they didn't disappoint. The top-tier option comes with a naturally aspirated or possibly even supercharged V8, delivering anywhere from 480 to well over 550 horsepower depending on the final tuning. This gives the Monte Carlo the muscle car heart it truly deserves. Paired with a quick-shifting 10-speed, automatic or an optional manual transmission for purists, this car can go from 0 to 60 in the low 4-second range or even faster. Handling has also been dialed in. The 2026 Monte Carlo sits on a new platform with a more rigid chassis, electronically controlled suspension, and multiple driving modes, from comfort to sport to full. Track mode for those who want the sharpest response. Steering feedback is precise and tight, while braking performance from the upgraded Brembo system ensures that stopping power matches the car's ability to accelerate. Chevy didn't want this to be just a straight-line monster. They wanted balance. A car that feels just as good, carving through mountain roads, as it does launching, off the line at a stoplight. Fuel economy varies by engine, of course, but Chevy made efforts to keep efficiency reasonable thanks to cylinder deactivation, improved aerodynamics, and lighter materials throughout the build. If you're daily driving the turbo or V6 trims, expect respectable mileage for a sporty coupe. The V8? Well, that one's all about fun. Now let's get into pricing. Chevy is positioning the Monte Carlo competitively, making it accessible despite its bold comeback. The base trim is expected to start in the low to mid $30,000 range, which is impressive considering the tech and styling included. Move to the V6 model and you're likely in the low to mid $40,000 depending on features. The performance V8 models will climb higher, landing somewhere in the mid $50,000 to mid $60,000 range depending on options, packages, and special editions. And if Chevy decides to release an SS or track-focused model, expect that to sit closer to $70,000 or above, but with performance numbers to justify every dollar. Overall, the 2026 Chevy Monte Carlo is shaping up to be one of the most exciting coupe returns in recent years. The exterior is bold and aggressive. The interior is modern and driver-focused. And the performance options range from practical to downright thrilling. Chevy didn't just bring back the Monte Carlo name. They reinvented it for a new generation of drivers who want style, speed, and everyday usability wrapped into one iconic package. Thanks for riding with me today on MVP Road Car. If you enjoyed this deep dive review of the upcoming Monte Carlo, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment letting me know what you think about Chevy reviving this legend. Until next time, drive safe, stay passionate, and keep your wheels on the road.